straight to the moon, get your ticket now. Everybody line up, get your tickets, we're going. Did you buy the tip? Yeah. Do you like rocket ships? Oh, what a you wanna try this shit? Yeah. We got everything you need, you better buy some bitty now. Everybody, long the Ponzi. Everybody, long the Ponzi. Everybody, love the Ponzi ride. Never short it. Bitcoin back, alright.
Alrighty people, good afternoon, welcome to SirToshi's Bitcoin chart show. Today's date is Monday the 28th of June 2021. The time has just come up to 5:30 in the afternoon. Welcome to SirToshi's Bitcoin chart show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. So quite excited today because I've been out all day. I'm not really up to date with all the figures, so let's just jump straight into it. Here we go. Rock and roll. Looking forward to this. Oh, a little bit of DIY needed so I can see these things, and so can you. Yep, that's what we want. Beautiful. There we go. Okay, oh yeah, price has gone up. You know, we all know what was happening today. Again, I've not been on social media. I'm not in the loop just yet, but I will do the Satoshi TV after this chart show. But let's do a quick rundown of these figures. So starting from left to right, we've got Corecoin, Bcrash, Bitcoin, which is the original protocol, which makes it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin. And then we've got Anne-Marie's Elementary Cash on the end there. Absolutely hilarious. A complete waste of time. So before we start with Corecoin, we'll just let Peter McCormack explain why we call it Corecoin. Take the floor, Pete.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, it's nothing like it. That's why we don't call it Bitcoin.
It's a completely different project.
Yeah, it's completely effed up. It doesn't work. It's not a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. There is replaced by fee. There's child pays to a parent. There's a lightning second layer solution that starves all the miners. The signatures of the chain have been segregated, which means there is no one holding Blockstream to account, which means they absolutely 100% fundamentally control it, which means it is a security, an illegal one at that. It's no longer a commodity. It has no fundamental value whatsoever. It is worth nothing. It is an actual shitcoin.
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
Yeah, because Satoshi designed Bitcoin, not your piece of crap.
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
Which he would never want to do, and he would be driven out by pitchforks, just like Gavin Andresen was, because Blockstream do not want Bitcoin to succeed. Remember, they don't want people to use it.
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
What? Like it wasn't before? Did you even read the white paper, Pete? Let's have that one more time.
The project Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Are you sure about that, Pete? Because it didn't sound like it to me. And let's just have Samson Mao, the Chief Strategy Officer at Blockstream, see if he can confirm that. Samson, what do you say about Coolcoin BTC?
Yeah, Blockstream controls it.
There we go. Any response to that, Max Kaiser?
All right.
Is that it? I thought so, yeah. And Roger, tell us about your project.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with that, Roger, you buffoon. So what do you say to all those multinational companies who say that they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to conduct billions, if not trillions of dollars of annual global trade and international commerce?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, good luck with that, you buffoon. And here we've got Bitcoin, so let's just have a quick word with the creator, Craig. So Craig, can you tell us, your basic driver for Bitcoin, and what's your expectations of it?
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin.
And when you strip it down to it, is that it? Because, I mean, obviously, the price is a reflection of the value of this thing. So is that kind of like what you're getting at?
That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Love it, love it. I'm well down for that. Put my name down and I shall stick my foot right in. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Hash rate 7.8%, network nodes 1.5, transactions 31.8. Oh, just Coolcoin beating us today. But block size 85% of the overall network. Absolutely amazing. So let's just have a quick look at these big blocks. But before we do that, we'll always have a chat with our enthusiastic guest, Michael Saylor. Michael, welcome to the show. What do you say to all those people that they think Bitcoin should be changed from its original design in the white paper? Basically sort of effed up so nobody can use it. What's your thoughts on that? Can you give us your opinion?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, well, so do we, Michael, but we really like Bitcoin. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain to us what it is that you love about Bitcoin.
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
Whoa, big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain. What sort of numbers are we talking?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be 1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Whoa, $10 million of Bitcoin or something. Where's that going to fit and where's that going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Yeah, I thought so. Let's have a look at that, shall we? Here we go. So we want double dip. Oh, look at these megabyte blocks on chain. 254, 11, 10, 10, 10, 1, 1, 1, 1, 252, 2, 11, 4, 23, 1, 1, and 1. And again, you know, shitcoiners would have you believe that the network shits itself at 22 megabytes. Let's look at Anne-Marie. Yeah, still struggling to get all of his blocks over a kilobyte. And B-Crash, how many blocks do they have over a megabyte? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that it? Dear oh dear. 6 blocks over a megabyte. And Coolcoin, do they have all their 1 megabyte tiny blocks filled? Yeah, they do. Never mind. Still an absolute joke shop, that is. Hash rate. So, hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Proof of work by network, again, all these shitcoins, Corecoin, Bcrash, Elementary Cash, will just simply fall into their own footprint because they're Ponzi schemes, because that's what Ponzi schemes do. Bcrash, Bitcoin hash rate, who cares? Bcrash, Bitcoin, proof of work, who cares? Look at this, it is currently 32,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Corecoin, which is far cheaper than all these other shitcoins as well. And it's currently 3.9% more profitable to mine on Corecoin. Shows you the competition for Bitcoin. Yes, indeed. Let's have a look at daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. Let's have a look at this on the proportional chart. Look at that. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Love that. Daily Bitcoin transactions by network. Oh, Coolcoin just winning. Transactions per block by network. Coolcoin just winning. Fees USD, so this is fees in the block. Bcrash got a problem there because that increase doesn't correlate with transactions volume, so that's a problem with transaction fees they actually have there. So they've got the same problem SirToshi's, same problem with the ratio. So this is the ratio of the block reward versus fees in the block, not the transaction fee itself. Look at this daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network going parabolic. Look at that. Where are we now? We have got 391.22 gigabytes of data on chain in comparison to Corecoin that's still stuck roughly at sort of 358. Let's have a look at this. Oh, there we go. Before we do that, let's have a quick chat with Craigoshi Nakamoto. Tell us what we can expect from Bitcoin.
We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks.
That's almost the entire chain in one block at the moment. Amazing.
We've tested 1 million transactions a second.
Smashing it.
And transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes.
Oh yeah, baby. Loving that.
We can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Absolutely amazing. Amazing. Can't wait. Let's have a look at this. So the Bitcoin or the genuine Bitcoin chain is growing by 39 gigabytes more. That's almost 40 gig. That's well over 10% now, as the Coolcoin chain is only 358 and we're now at 39 gigabytes. Amazing. Amazing. Let's have a look at the rest of this. Look into the politics, which is the hash rate. So global hash rate 7 days. Yeah, looks like there's more mining pools on there. Global hash rate 24 hours. There's probably going to be a few issues on that because of all the mining operations moving to Kazakhstan and the like. Coolcoin 24 hours. They still got 96% of the overall hash rate, so it's going to sort of match that one really. Yeah, relatively similar. Bcrash again, there's no fundamental value on this chain whatsoever. It's an absolute joke, so who cares? And this is Bitcoin. Look at this. Look at this. So we've got Tau absolutely rinsing it. Look at that, 61%. They are macking it hard. They must be processing the transactions for B drive at the moment. And again, there is no such thing as a 51% attack. You're either mining the protocol or you're not. And the protocol either has value or it doesn't. None of these other protocols, BTC, BCH, or Bitcoin ABC, none of them have any value whatsoever. Only Bitcoin, which is the original protocol, because it's the only protocol that makes Bitcoin a commodity, which is why all these other shitcoin enterprises are going to be dumping their shitcoin for Bitcoin in the very near future. Yes, indeed. And at the moment, all we're doing is squeezing these shitcoiners off the chain because the only thing they know is price manipulation, which is what they've been doing, and manipulating the price. So let's just see what the short positions are at the moment. Whoa, look at that price increase. So we started off with 89% short ratio. Where are we now? Let's have a look. That's still a 90% short ratio. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Look at that. Even with that price absolutely motoring. Let's move this. There we go. Look at that. So $152 USD, and they still got a 90% short ratio. Hope some of them got wrecked today. Yes, indeed. And let's have a look at Coolcoin. Here we go. That's what we were looking at. So short positions went up and then they tanked down again. Ugh, you know, thought I might be onto something there. Put a little cheeky trade onto the XP app, but it's come down again. And more interesting. So back to 6.5%. Still relatively high for Coolcoin. Look at that. Normally around 3.2, maybe even less than that actually. 2.6, and now we're at 6.5, 6.8. 6.5. There we go. Interesting. Always worth looking at. Bitcoin blocks live. Here we go for any newbies watching this. The vertical rectangular blocks moving across the top of the screen are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network. Currently 190 transactions per second being recorded right now as we are watching this. Beautiful. So the transactions are recognized, or the transaction is basically confirmed the moment it's picked up by more than 50% of the mining nodes on the network, which is immediately the moment it's broadcast, because the Bitcoin network is an ultra small world mandala network like this. And that simply means that as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to zero, making it ultra small world and highly sparse respectively. It also means that the formulation can lead to an improved topology against malicious attacks. It is one of the most robust, most efficient networks on the planet. It is amazing. As CSW said, you know, all those, the high frequency trading businesses, they do not need servers anymore. They will be uploading, or they will be creating their services on the Bitcoin network itself. It is literally like these companies, they do not need servers anymore. Everything can be built on the Bitcoin network. High frequency trading, oh crikey, what is it? He says all derivatives, high frequency trading, everything that happens globally, whatever it was, but yeah, amazing. Everything's going to be built on Bitcoin. Love it, love it. Back to Bitcoin blocks live. So once the transactions are recognized by the nodes on the network, they are thrown into the memory pool, which is where they're competed for by the miners and payment processors. In order to create a block, place the transaction within a block, and then put the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin. which we can see down here. So if you look at this 252 megabyte block, in the highlighted rectangular box below that, we've got the hash of the block height, who it was mined by, the size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and the total fees. Look at that, only 47 transactions in a 252 megabyte block. Huge transaction sizes. Huge transaction sizes. So they are over 5 megabytes, 10 megabytes. Or just maybe 5 megabytes each, roughly, transactions. Total fees $33.19 on the block. Now it's these fees that will eventually surpass the block reward, which we'll let Laura Shin explain in a minute. But look at transactions coming in. Look at loving that. Let's have a look at the charts quickly, see if there's anything from B Drive just yet. Oh no, still can't see it. Never mind, that's all right. Right, let's have Laura Shin explain the significance of the fees in the block. Take the floor, Laura Shin.
So, as you mentioned, at a certain point when the block reward stops, there will be a transition where miners will be compensated in transaction fees, not in the block reward. And the current amount that they earn is from fees is about 9% of the block reward. And so we'd have to see transaction fees 11x by roughly 2140, which is when the new Bitcoins will stop being minted. But I just wondered, if we don't see an increase in the amount of transactions that can happen at layer 1, because the number of layer 1 transactions is limited. And right now, I feel like a lot of the scaling is focusing on layer 2. Can transaction fees 11x in that time, or will that require people to pay a lot more per transaction?
Over the next couple halving cycles, we should see it start to predominantly be the value that is compensated to the miners in the block reward. If Bitcoin is the world reserve currency that doesn't have a strong security model, like there's not a lot of monetary compensation in the block reward due to transaction fees, well, then its long-term security will be weak. If it is the world reserve currency, there will be very, very many layer 1 transaction fees.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like you think it is possible that the amount in transaction fees will maybe not be enough on layer 1 to replace the block reward when the time comes.
Absolutely, there won't be enough transactions on layer 1 to surpass the block reward, because it's purposely restricted to 7 transactions a second at the most. It is never going to surpass the block reward, which means the miners will starve and the project will fail. Do you honestly think that 7 transactions a second were meant to service all of this lot? Honestly, that's why we say douchebags of Bitcoin, shitcoiner, shit for brains. Let's have a look at BitInfo charts. Oh, transactions down. It's just the data in the transactions are what's going up. So Bitcoin just with 7.2% today. Never mind, but we know it's coming. Ethereum shooting up for some reason. But we've got XRP. Let's have a listen to the chief technical officer at Ripple Labs explaining that XRP is an absolute load of shit.
The XRP is a digital asset. It's censorship resistant. It's publicly traded. It trades on the XRP ledger. Ripple does not own or control the XRP ledger in any way.
Bullshit.
So how did Ripple then get all the XRP that it has? It has about half the supply. So just how did that particular transaction happen?
Oh, good question. How did Ripple end up with half the supply? Because that doesn't really seem fair to me.
So the way its design works is when the ledger first began operation, the 100 billion XRP, all that will ever exist, were sort of up for grabs.
Remind me to go and have a look at the economic theory behind sort of up for grabs.
And lots of people grabbed XRP out of that system, but it just so happens that obviously, just like early miners mined, huge amounts of Bitcoin before the public knew about it or was using it, early XRP users grabbed large amounts of that pool of XRP. And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Who is it that ended up with half of it?
The people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
And Ethereum. Can Ethereum scale?
It scales somewhat.
It hardly scales at all.
Plans or initial thinking. We knew it wasn't going to be scalable for sure.
More like, Let's have a look at transactions on the log curve. 24 hours, beautiful. 3 years, log. Yes, that is Bitcoin in the purple when it finally got its protocol back from those nefarious entities that wanted to stop it from working and make it illegal so it couldn't be used. Absolutely insane. Scaling testnet, we're just checking the figures. Yeah, alrighty. Let's have a look at Teranode. Take the floor, Steve Shadars.
We have run this across all 10 nodes, and I have actually seen volumes in excess of 100,000 per second. I wasn't quite brave enough to try that one today, live on stage. But there we have a real-life example of a Teranode that is able to scale. If I had more time, I would show you one that's actually running at a steady-state capacity and show that it actually can continue for a long period of time without any problems.
Beautiful. Listen to the disclaimer.
For reference, we don't think that the Bitcoin SV software would be able to handle a validation rate like that at this point in time.
And the time frame for Teranode?
By the end of this month, we're hoping to actually have alpha versions of Teranode listening on the mainnet. They won't be trying to produce blocks. They'll just be listening and processing peer-to-peer messages. We'll also build, we have built scale testnets, global scale testnets for the Teranode specifically. We can't do this on the scaling testnet because we'll crush it.
Amazing.
Because we have proven that Teranode can scale, we've proven what Satoshi always said about Bitcoin. Bitcoin can and does scale. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Trends.cash. So run, crypto fights, and router SV. Where's the B drive down in 5th at the moment? TDXP looks like it's in 7th. Well, yeah. Again, you know, we will find out what all these are in time, not just a weather app. CryptoQuant, yeah, look, the exchanges have been cashing out their reserves because they know they're an absolute piece of shit. But it's the selling of this that the excessive printing of Tether has been trying to counteract, which has caused a massive bubble in the, which is called what? The squeeze in the liquidity, and the massive printing of Tether has caused a spike in the price and a massive bubble. It's not looking good. Let's have a look at what's on chain. Estimated next block size 4 megabytes. Look at the transactions coming in. Current memory pool usage, 22 megabytes. Lovely. Let's have a look at the memory pool. There we go. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Amazing. What a memory pool is not meant to look like is CoreCoin. That actually looks like a swimming pool. What a joke. And let's have a look at the result of what this caused. But before we do that, we'll just have a word with the Chief Executive Officer at Blockstream and his opinion on payment networks.
So, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. If you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up. So the median fee on CoreCoin is currently $4.09. What a joke. And Ethereum is $1.90. So let's just, what have you got to say about that, Vitalik?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Yeah, so what's $1.90 then? And let's look at our own showroom. What do we know about excessive money printing?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
Yep, it's not looking good, people. So knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us, how are we feeling about it, CoinGecko? Well, look at the price, $167. Loving that. Feeling good? 82%. Come on. Let's have it. Let's have a look at BitPing just quickly here. Do we have to reload the page? Country's 45 today. Money flow per hour, 53 cents. All right, just going to keep an eye on that. Morning run. Trade volume just 1,693. Good. Stay away from this, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law. Depth chart. 5.8 million asks versus 7 million bids. All right, let's have a quick look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's have a look at Bitfinex price chart. Whenever you're ready, Bitfinex. Only a live show. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Nothing to worry about. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Like a rocket. Traders, dirty traders. Dirty traders taking the dirty dollars out. Let's have a look at CoolCoin, see where that's going today. Again, whenever you're ready, Bitfinex. There we go. Oh, no explosion like we've had in Bitcoin. And let's look at CoolCoin versus Bitcoin. Whoa! Loving that. Loving that. That's Bitcoin versus CoolCoin. Bitcoin on the move. Having some of that. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Let's have a look at the overall coin crap. Yeah, so CoolCoin up 5%. Ethereum 14, 15%. What a joke. Uniswap 11. Who cares? Who cares? Mostly in the green, though, you know. Bitcoin 31%. Get in there. Oh my, well, look at that. Shiba Inu in the green. Honestly, these shitcoiners are shit for brains. Unbelievable. Like buying this crap. Dogecoin still up 4.8%. Area in the top 6. What a joke. That's what we're dealing with, people. YouTube, 37 subscribers in the last 28 days. That's alright. What did I get on? Oh, look at this. Wow, 127 views already from that's a good riddance to bad rubbish video. In the lead. In the lead. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Great stuff. Let's have a look at videos in general. So the previous chart show got 95. That's alright. One before that was 121, so probably the red line on it that stood out. It's all about the thumbnail, people. All about the thumbnail, making it look interesting. Let's have a look at CoinGeek while we're here. Kurt Wattock's interview with Stefan Matthews. Here we go. CoinGeek. That's what we want.
I like
Michael Saylor jumping in there. Here we go. Videos. Where are we? There we go. Oh, yeah, 5,224. Loving that. Loving that. Streamanity, still 290 followers, made $1.20 on yesterday's video. Thank you very much. Twitch new users, 15. Oh, that's gone down a bit, but still heading in the right direction. Better than none. 421 followers on Twitch. Let's look at Ruthie's tweet, 697. All right, let's go up on that, 698. Let's look at our man Satoshi. How's he doing? 79.3. It's going down and down. That should be like 80,000 like it was the other day. Stablecoin printer, just quickly. See if there's any USDT being printed that might save CoolCoin. No, look at that. It's all USDC. Unbelievable. You know, one scam follows the other. That's all we can say on that. But there we go, peeps. Shout out to Keith Fellows, Snoothfest, KP Dad and Arcade Rob in the house. Rock and roll. I'm just right. I'm going to close this show and then catch up with all the news because I've been out all day. So want to see what's caused this price spike and see what's been said about this copyright case. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.sirtoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.